Hey, y'all. It's Tony Mowry from Ropes and Wings. Glad you could join us today. I'm here to introduce this next session, which was absolutely spectacular. We got to see the in-between time, a parallel lifetime of a client where she was what she described as a cherub, helping to triage, which that's a old medic term, but basically directing souls to where they needed to go after they finished their journeys in this respective realms. So the souls would come in, she would direct them whether they need to go to heal or whether they just were going to get debriefed and maybe go back into action. It was pretty amazing. I hope you all enjoy it. And all my links are in the description if you'd like to book a session for yourself. There's also some exclusive offers there. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. I want to thank our amazing client for allowing us to share their journey with us today. These sessions help so many people, help elevate the consciousness, rescuing one soul at a time. Love you all. Pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head, and let me know if you find anything.
The headache.
Beautiful.
Over the third eye, that's all I feel.
Yes. Let's have Archangel Michael place that net of white light around that headache at the third eye, all the way around where that energy exists and is attached. Now, as that net is around that headache area in the third eye, and you focus deeper on that headache, what color do you sense that to be?
I would say gold.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to speak to that gold energy there that's causing the headache in the third eye. And if it had anything to say, what would it say?
Nothing.
As you focus deeper on that headache there, it's the third eye. Is it saying nothing because it doesn't want to speak to me? Is it a consciousness or is it something else?
Or something else.
Mm-hmm. And as you focus deeper on that headache at the third eye and what is causing that pain, what do you sense that to be?
Can't really tell.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel it appears? Just let the first impressions just come out.
I don't feel anything negative.
Mm-hmm. Let's understand.
It's
Go ahead.
kind of starting to pulse.
Mm-hmm. And as you focus deeper on this, do you feel that this appears to be a device or something else?
It's gonna be weird, but I can taste metal.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful.
That makes sense.
What type of metal is that taste? Would you refer to it as? Iron?
I can see silver.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Beautiful.
that's all I can see is just silver.
Yes. And what is that silver metal taste? What is that referring to? What do we need to understand about this gold pulsing metallic silver taste?
I hear I was put there.
Mm-hmm. And who had put you there? Let us talk to the one that said I was put there. Let's talk to the one that said that. Who put you there in this one?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. And what was going on in her life when you were placed there? How old was she?
Young.
Yes. What was happening in her life when she was young?
Confusion.
Mm-hmm. And during this confusion, when she was young, it was easy for you to be placed there?
Yes. Dreams. I keep hearing dreams.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever remember a time of having a human body?
No.
No. So who was it that placed you there? Who was it that put you there in the dreams? How would you describe yourself? What do you look like?
Silver lid,
Hmm.
the lid that's screwed on over the top of the jar.
Okay, beautiful. What is it that you've been doing to this one since you've been there, since you were placed at a young age in her dreams? What have you been doing? What are you causing?
Blockages,
Hmm. And
blocking connections.
yes, why is it that you block these connections? Why do you do that?
Powerful.
Hmm. You're powerful, or she's powerful.
She's powerful.
Mm,
Her light.
yeah. So who told you to keep her light down to cause these blockages to keep it from coming through?
He did, but
Hmm.
that's all I hear is he did. He
Y-
did.
yeah. And what would happen if her light was able to shine through and you weren't able to do your job? What would happen?
Breaking of souls.
Hmm. And whoever sent you didn't want that to happen, did they?
No.
Yes. Can you tell me what else that you do to this one to keep her blocked and controlled, keep her light down? What else do you do?
Headaches with connection.
Hmm. What else do you do? Cause headaches with connection. What else?
Or rough the connections or block the connection
Hmm.
with meditation.
Yes. And this prevents her light from shining and she discovering what she needs to do. What do you do with that information that you're blocking?
I bird it.
Hmm. You divert it to where?
Him?
Yes. What does he do? What does he do with that information?
Keep it contained.
Hmm. Do you also, does he feed back information that he wants her to see?
Darkness.
Say that again for me.
Darkness.
The darkness. So he brings the darkness information back in. Does that influence her thoughts?
Yeah.
Hmm. What else
It
do you do? Go ahead.
make bring sadness.
Hmm. Sadness. What else do you do?
Lack of control.
Hmm. What else do you do? Is there anything else that I need to be aware of that you do?
Makes her she gets frustrated and stops trying to connect.
Hmm.
Controls her.
Hmm.
Controls the connection.
Yes. Done a really good job of hiding up until now, haven't you?
What I'm supposed to do.
Hmm. I understand. Is there anything else that you do? It's a pretty impressive list.
Just block everything that's positive.
Hmm. So anything of the light, you block it.
That's why I'm here.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
Yes. Tell me if I'm wrong, but whoever had sent you here told you that you weren't of the light, that you had to block this light because it was bad, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What if I told you that you are of the light and whoever sent you didn't want you to realize that because if you did, you'd be more powerful than he is and you wouldn't do this job anymore? What would you say to that?
He has more light.
He has more light.
He has more light.
Oh, how does he have light?
He doesn't. She does.
Oh, she has more light.
She has more light.
Hmm. And so this job's probably getting pretty difficult for you, isn't it?
Stronger she gets.
Hmm.
See, it's harder to rip off.
Yes. And are you there by yourself or do you have help?
Roots into the teeth.
Hmm. And you're
Into the
connect
teeth.
in those roots into the teeth. Is that just wires or connections into the teeth, or is there another being there assisting you?
Root
Hmm.
penetrate.
Yes. Using roots to penetrate into the teeth.
No, it anchors me here.
Hmm. I see. So
Uh,
you're by yourself doing it. You just have those anchors into the teeth.
Yeah, it's getting harder to control the light.
Hmm.
I have to
Yeah.
anchor and have to anchor deeper.
Hmm. I understand. Well, what if I told you that you don't have to do this anymore? You've been lied to and deceived into doing this job. You don't have to do this anymore. What do you think of that?
I don't understand. I've always been here. I've been here a long time.
Yes. I was going to have the angels that are gathered around you. They're going to assist me today. They're going to show you what your journey could look like if you go with them back home to the light, realize that you have light within you. What do they show you or say to you?
Freedom,
Hmm. What else do they say or show to you?
my own, my own strength.
Hmm. Get your own power source.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
Because you're feeding off this one's light as well for your own energy. Is that correct?
yes.
Hmm. What else do they show you? What do they show you? What's your journey look like? What you choose? What you might choose?
Beautiful light,
Hmm. How does that light make you feel?
warm,
Hmm. Do you remember
safe,
this? Warm and safe. Do you remember this light?
vaguely.
Hmm. So, are you ready for us to show you that you have that light within you?
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
I want you to look deep inside your beingness. I want you to look for that tiny spark, the spark of source. Maybe you were told you didn't have it, but right there in the very center is that spark. Tell me when you find that spark.
A little pinhole.
Hmm. Now we're going to help you. What I want you to do is I want you to expand that light out. I want you to wrap yourself in your own internal power source. Wrap yourself in your own source light, your own power source. How does that light feel?
Stronger,
Hmm.
uh, more natural.
Yes. And so, would you like to experience more of this and go with the angels so you can heal and continue on another journey?
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through that net that I have you wrapped in. This might tickle a little bit, but this is going to help you to detach. I want you to pull all of your energy out of this one and help the angels place it into the net, pull it all out. And I want this one to feel this energy lifting off as we do this and detaching. 3, sending that pulse of blue light swirling through the net. They're detaching, they're pulling all the energy out, placing it into the net. This one's taking her power and energy back. As we clean that off the third eye, it's all into the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1, out in the lightest source with the angels. But before you go, is there anything you'd like to tell this one?
Keep shining.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there anything that this one would like to tell this energy before it goes?
Very strong in the light.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's cut that final cord between these two. And as we watch that energy go with the angels into the lightest source to heal and continue on its journey, what color light can we bring in for healing for you?
Bright white light.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for bright white light. I want you to visualize and focus that frequency in, releasing all those lower density feelings and emotions that were not ours. They all just fall away. The headache disappears, the pain, the blockages are removed. You can feel your connection with source and the higher self coming back online. Your intuition, your decision making, your inner guidance is all coming back. How does that feel since we started that healing?
So much lighter. I could feel the pulling clear down on my teeth.
Beautiful. Would you like to use that tuning fork again?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike that tuning fork again, the bright white light. Focus it in there. Continue with the healing process. And it brings everything back online as that swirls, the cells come back online, the connection's reestablished, the energy centers start to flow. I'm going to strike that tuning fork one more time. How does that feel?
Headache's just really faint now. It's not like it was.
Beautiful. So let's ask the angels to continue to heal that area, continue healing that area and bring it back online and dissipate that headache. As we continue with our scan of the body, and you scan down the body, do you notice any other dense feelings or sensations, pain or discomfort? Anything else that we need to remove today?
Not that I'm noticing, no.
Beautiful. I'd like to speak with this one's higher self. May I speak to this one's higher self, please?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today. If you could, please do a scan of this one's body. Scan her body. Make sure that we removed all the entities, blockages, or attachments that we need to remove today. And let me know if we're clear or not.
I think she's good.
Can you focus in on the throat? Is her throat clear? Or is there something there?
A little off balance.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to use to bring that into balance?
A red.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the color red. Let's focus and visualize that frequency and have this one visualize that frequency. Reestablishing that energy center. She feels stable and strong, independent, energetically balanced as that beautiful red frequency swirls in and swirls out. She feels everything coming back online. Her creativity and joy, healthy emotions, self-confidence are in her power, her love and connection. She's able to speak her truth. She's self-aware. She can communicate freely as that heart begins to connect again with the throat. How does that throat look now?
Better.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that we need to remove or take care of today?
There's something in my lower left quadrant, kind of lower mid quadrant, big solar plexus.
Mm-hmm. And what sensation do you get in that lower left quadrant?
Like a cramping.
Let's have Archangel Michael place that net of white light around that cramping sensation in the lower left quadrant, all the way around where the energy exists. And when you focus deeper on that cramping that's in the quadrant, what color do you sense that to be?
Green.
And I'd like to speak to that green energy causing the cramping in that left quadrant. I'd like to speak to it, and if it had anything to say, what would it say?
Here, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Why do you say oh no?
I've been found.
You've been hiding pretty well, haven't you?
I thought I was.
I see. Do you ever remember a time having a human body?
Yeah.
Yes. What name did they used to call you when you had a human body?
Tommy?
Tommy. It's good to meet you, Tommy. How old are you, Tommy?
14.
It's good to meet you, brother. What year is it for you, Tommy, at 14 years old?
72?
Mm-hmm. Now, Tommy, what happened in 1972 that caused you to come out of your human body? The angels will help you to focus. Let's have Archangel Gabriel assist Tommy in helping him to focus. Let's go back to that day, Tommy, when you come out of the human body. And you're looking back on that body as you left it. What do you see around you?
I hear accident. I don't.
Mm-hmm. What kind of accident, Tommy?
Farming?
Mm-hmm. And in this farming accident, Tommy, what was it that caused you to leave your body? What machinery were you using?
A baler? A hay baler, I think.
Mm-hmm. And what happened with this baler, Tommy? Did you get caught in the baler?
I think I got ran over.
I see.
It's too fast. It happened too fast. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. And so as you got run over, and you come out of the body. Where did you go to next, Tommy? What'd you do?
Everything happened so fast. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And so,
I didn't know where to go.
mm-hmm.
Didn't know where to be.
Yeah. So how did you find this one? What attracted you to this one, Tommy?
Her fear.
Hmm. Her fear. And how old was she when she had this fear?
She was young.
Yes.
Oh, young.
What were you trying to do, Tommy, when you found her and she was in the state of fear when she was young? What were you trying to do?
Like her.
You were trying to help her?
Protect her from it.
Yes. I'm glad you helped protect her all this time. But unfortunately, Tommy, since you're confused when you come out of the body and you didn't go back and heal and go back home, you brought a lot of issues with you, emotional issues that you might have had when you had a body or pain. And I know you didn't mean to, Tommy, but what issues have you caused to her since you've been there?
Anxiety sometimes.
Hmm. What else, Tommy?
Mostly the anxiety, emotional, not knowing how to deal with the emotions.
Hmm.
I push them away. I protect her from them.
Yeah. And you keep her from expressing those emotions, trying to protect her?
Yeah.
Hmm. What else do you do, Tommy? And again, you didn't mean to, but what have you brought with you?
Anger.
Hmm.
Anger.
Yeah. And why do you have that anger, Tommy? Is it because of what happened to you? Is it something
Yes.
else? Hmm.
What happened? Thing
Yeah.
happened so fast it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah. And you felt your life was cut short, huh?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
She
We'll help
was
you.
young. I could,
Yeah.
you know, I could stay with her.
Hmm. You could still experience life through her.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Well, what other issues, Tommy? So we can help you both heal. Is there any other issues that you might have caused to her?
No. Protection from the feelings
Yeah.
and protection of my own anger.
Hmm. Thank you again for helping to protect her. But I'd like to help you back home. Would you like that, Tommy?
Very much.
Yeah. And Tommy, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to that day where you were run over by that baler. You will feel no physical pain, and that's important. But I want you to look at it as if it's happening to somebody else. When you come out of that body, I want you to look all the way around you, all the way around. I want you to look for that lightest source that'll pull you towards it like many, many magnets. Tell me when you find that light, Tommy.
Above me. I
Yes.
didn't see it before.
Hmm. So, Tommy, I want you to look into that light. When you look into that light, who do you see waiting in that light to help guide you home?
Brother
What does your brother say to you, Tommy?
has he's got these cool sunglasses on.
Yeah. What does he say to you, Tommy?
Come home.
Hmm. What else does he say, Tommy?
Time.
Does he have anything else to say to you?
Time to come home.
Hmm. How does that make you feel, Tommy?
It left me like it's where I'm supposed to be. Where I'm supposed to be.
Hmm. Does it feel like home? Feel like where you need to
Yeah.
go?
Yes, it feels like that's where I'm supposed to be.
Beautiful. And the angels, this is where the light that they were pointing to.
Yes.
Hmm. Beautiful.
I see the angels now.
Ah, beautiful. So you ready to go back with your brother Tommy so he can help you to continue on another journey?
Yes.
Beautiful. What we're going to do is I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. We're going to send a pulse of blue light through that net I have you wrapped in. This is going to help you to disconnect from this one. It might tickle a little bit, but I want you to pull all of your energy out of this one and place it into the net. And I want this one to feel this energy of Tommy lifting off as we do this. 3, sending that pulse of blue light swirling through the net. Tommy's disconnecting. He's pulling all of his energy out, placing it into the net. The angels are assisting. This one feels his energy lifting off as we do this. It's all in the net now. Let's gently lift out now. 2, almost out, and 1, out in the lightest source with his brother, But Tommy, before you go, is there anything that you'd like to tell this one?
Be okay. It's all going to be okay.
Thank you, Tommy. Is there anything that this one would like to tell Tommy before he goes?
Have fun.
Beautiful. Now, as we watch Tommy and his brother go into the lightest source to heal and continue on their journeys, cut that final cord between these two. And what color light can we bring in for healing for you?
Orange. Orange.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike that tuning fork for the color orange. I want you to place that frequency there and visualize that frequency swirling in. And as that frequency swirls in, the cells come back online. All those lower density feelings and emotions that were not ours just fall away. Those protections that Tommy placed just fall away. You can feel your independence and strength, your energetic balance coming back, your creativity, or your joy, your sensuality, your self-confidence, your inner power, your sense of humor, your warmth, your playfulness, your gratitude, trust, passion, forgiveness, and that loving connection all comes back in as we connect to the speaking our truth, our self-awareness, our inner guidance, and connection with Source and the divine. How does that feel since we lifted that off?
Much better, clearer, balanced.
Beautiful. Let's ask our team to assist with the healing to that area as well. Let's continue with our scan and scan down the body, looking for any dense, lower level energy that should not be there. Any sensations or feelings, pains or discomforts. Let me know if you find anything.
There's nothing there.
Beautiful. I'd like to speak to the higher self again, please. May I speak to the higher self, please?
Yes.
Could you do a scan of this one's body and make sure that we removed everything that we need to remove today? Let me know if we're clear or not.
It's clear.
Beautiful. I'd like to do a chakra balance and rebuild. Is that appropriate at this time?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. 3, traveling through time and space through our soul branch and looking for the most suitable lifetime to visit today. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. Tell me what you see, sense, feel, or experience.
A lot of bright light.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of light.
Beautiful. As you look at that bright light, let's bring it into focus so we can see what's in that bright light.
Looks like a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Let's focus on ourselves for a moment. And as you look down at where your feet would be, what do you notice about your feet?
Barefoot.
And as you scan up your body, you get a sense that you're young or old.
Can't really tell.
You're in your bare feet. What you're standing on? How's that feel to your bare feet?
Soft and puffy.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cloud.
Beautiful. As you scan up your body, do you notice that you're wearing any clothes?
The white grass-like, I guess.
Mm-hmm. White grass light. Does it appear to be a skirt or something else?
No, it's all one piece. It's like a dress, I guess.
Do you notice that you're carrying anything in your hands or wearing any jewelry?
No.
Imagine, if you will, a magic mirror. And when you look into that magic mirror, tell me how your face appears. Get a sense of how your face appears.
Like a cherub or something.
Mm-hmm. And how does that cherub's face, emotionally, how does it appear to you?
Bright,
Mm-hmm.
smiling,
Beautiful.
playful.
Mm-hmm. And are you wearing anything on your head?
Not that I can see.
And as you're in this beautiful, bright, light place with a lot of energy, barefoot on a soft, puffy cloud, what are you doing today? What happens next?
Busy. Like, I'm busy.
Busy. What is it that you're busy doing?
I think I'm directing gold, direct them in the right direction, sending them where they need to go.
What is it or who is it that you're sending them in the right direction?
They're new souls. They're
Mm-hmm.
um, returning souls.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are lost, confused,
Yes.
not sure where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
They need direction.
Yes. Where did these souls come from that you're directing?
Oh, lots of places.
Mm-hmm.
Some from Earth,
Yes.
different lives. They send them to their, sending them to their, well, some go to their soul families.
Mm-hmm.
Some need a hospital.
Yes.
Some need the rest.
It's probably a beautiful sight.
Busy, busy, busy.
Directing souls and helping them get the assistance that they need.
And that's one thing I do.
Mm-hmm. And, and these are souls that just left their place of incarnation.
Yes.
Is there a lot of these souls that are confused of where they need to go?
Big place. It's can get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yeah.
some are expecting to be here. Well, others they don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm. And being able to help and guide them must give you great joy.
They make them smile.
Yes. What else do you do? You're directing souls and it's very busy. Is there anything else that you do?
I make sure the stars are in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them. Make sure
Yes.
they're where they're supposed to be.
Right. That's
That's what I
beautiful.
do.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? What else do you do?
Whatever they ask, whatever they want me to.
Yes. Tell me about some of the souls that come and need healing. What does that look like if they need healing?
Mm. The ones that need a hospital, they're um, re- I don't know how to say this. Felt this. I hate to say it this way.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Sounds bad. Um, s- self-destructive,
Mm-hmm.
self-harm.
Self-harm.
They had really hard lives. They couldn't take anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so when you direct them to the hospital, what does that look like? What happens there?
Granite-like building.
Mm-hmm.
They go there and they rest,
Mm-hmm.
recover, they heal.
Yes.
Some been there for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. And what do they use to heal souls?
They talk to their guides
Mm-hmm.
and try to figure out what went wrong. Wrong? That's not the right word.
Yeah.
Um, what perverted their path?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds better. Change their path.
Yes.
It's nothing. Nothing's right or wrong. It's all a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they talk about that and they review it. Things that
Mm-hmm.
could have other um actions. I don't really know because I don't work there, but maybe actions, um, alternative alternative paths,
Mm-hmm.
alternative directions.
Yes.
Um, when they review their soul contracts. I keep hearing soul contracts, soul contracts.
Yes.
They broken soul contract. A long time for him to heal.
I know you're busy, but is there a way that we could maybe follow a soul that's ready to go back on a mission or a journey and find out the process? Is that possible?
Not that's not my no. That's not where I Not for me. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
do that part. It's not my responsibility.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for that.
There's I'm not a guide. I'm not
Yes.
a that's a different level. Another um more experienced maybe is the word I
Yes.
want. I'm a cherub. I'm little. I don't have
Yeah.
that kind of responsibility. I'm not that mm, smart, experienced yet.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You're doing good. Doing really good. So when the souls come in, you're directing them to where they need to go. They meet with their team of light to help them to figure out what went wrong and what do they need to do to fix it.
I think that's what happens after I get them in the right direction. Yes.
Yes. And how do you triage or how do you determine where you need to send them or direct them?
Their guide tell me where they need to go. And it's so big here. I like a no, direct traffic.
Yes. Beautiful. So
I,
they're,
I, I don't, I don't have the experience to triage, as you say, triage. I don't have that.
mhm. So
I'm
the
like,
guides,
I'm like a, what do you call them in the hospital? They transport them from one place to another on a cart. What are those people called? I can't think.
mhm.
Um,
Yes.
aides, assistants. That's kind of like me.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for that. So as those souls come in, their guides are accompanying them, and the guides tell you where they should go, where they need to go.
Yes, yes. They tell me where they need to go.
Beautiful.
Some, some, some just need to rest for a short time, and then they can. I think they review their life,
Hmm.
and I think they're given a choice as to whether or not they want to stay or go back. I think that's how it works. I don't really know.
Yes, beautiful. And can you tell us about how many guides or assistants that each soul has when they come in?
Everybody has at least one,
Hmm.
but there's many, 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 many.
Yes.
You can't, oh, one guide is responsible for just one person. It takes many.
Hmm. Yes.
It's a team. Some have two or three or four, and some have hundreds.
Yes.
Some are uh, not superior. What I want to say. Primary.
Hmm.
Some are primary,
Yes.
and others are kind of oh, trickle.
Hmm.
Secondary, maybe. I'm not as involved. Not
Yeah.
as not. They're all involved.
Oh, that's
Not
beautiful.
closely. Not as closely involved.
Hmm.
Periphery.
Yeah. Ooh, thanks for all your help and assistance. You're doing very well. It's very interesting to learn about this. What else happens there in this in-between time where souls are healed and figure out what lessons they need to learn from their journeys? What else happens there?
Some of them miss pleasures of life, um,
Hmm.
food, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. They can have it if they want it.
Yes.
Um, they can make plans to stay or go. I
Yes.
have a lot of people planning that.
Yes.
A lot of people.
Hmm.
A lot of people think. I think a lot of people right now are choosing to come back.
Yes.
There's so much going on right now on Earth. So much. I don't really understand it all.
Hmm.
I just know that a lot of people are turning around really fast. They're not staying long.
Yes.
Helping, and they're helping. I think they're helping. They're helping the light make the light brighter.
Hmm. And from your point and perspective, how does that progress look?
It has to make a difference,
Hmm.
but I don't really. That's not really my focus.
Yeah.
I'd have to say I'd have to make a difference.
Hmm.
Choose the light.
Yes. And since you're directing these souls coming in, you hear the conversations of the guides and the souls. What do you hear about the progress?
A lot of talk about love, spreading
Hmm.
the love,
Yes.
um, increasing love,
Yeah.
love and no. Love has to overtake hatred.
Yes. And from your point of perception, this seems to be going well.
Fast forwarding, fast forwarding. It's fast. Everything's happening faster and faster and faster and faster. It's hard to keep up with. I
Yes. That's a good thing, isn't it?
think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Hmm. Or did you say you don't think so?
Makes sense to that it is, yes.
Yeah. Yes. What else would you like to share with us? What else do you need to share with us?
My understanding. Not I'm pretty young, but I think we just need love with love each other kinder.
Yes. Is there anything else or any other messages that we need to gather in this place?
Try and remember.
Hmm.
Remember try and remember home.
Yes.
Home for um, heavenly home. That's it.
Hmm.
Heavenly home.
Hmm.
Remember the heavenly home.
Yes. Beautiful. And why is this one being shown this today? What does she need to learn or gather from this and the beautiful work that you're doing?
Need to remember where she's come from, why she's there, what she's I don't want to say forced what's behind the veil.
Hmm.
She needs to remember that. The power that she has, her connection.
Yes.
Because all she's ever known is here.
Hmm.
It's never this is the first time she's ever been to Earth. She's never gone anywhere but here. She's always been here.
Yes.
I've always been there, yeah.
Hmm. And and it's an aspect of herself that is directing in that in between time.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. Hmm.
We all because we all leave an aspect of ourselves with source.
Yes. Uh-huh. And this is her first time on Earth, so everything is new, and she's a young soul.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Beautiful. And how does her progress look so far?
Doing good.
Mhm.
Doing good.
Is there anything that else that she needs to take with her to help her on her journey here on this Earth realm?
Arab have fun.
Yes.
Remember that. Remember the fun.
Hmm.
Remember that part of yourself.
Yes.
Share that part of yourself. Life has to have and should be fun.
You seem like a very energetic being as a cherub.
We flit around everywhere.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Like
She,
um the little fairies. How
yes.
they flit around like that.
Hmm. Yes. And she can remember that as well. Is there
I
anything
can
else? Go ahead.
that's what I can compare it to.
Yes. Thank you for that comparison. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with her to help her on her journey? Remember to have fun and be playful and be energetic.
The direct connection to source.
Hmm.
All she has to do is talk to source and she gets an immediate answer.
Yes,
It's a strong connection.
yes.
Her light seemed brighter.
Uh-huh.
Headache.
Let's have the angels and her team of light assist her with this headache. Bring it down. Is there any other messages or things that we need to see in this scene that we're seeing today?
Love. Love and the kindness.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. So as if we got all the messages or seen everything that we need to see today as a scene, as the beautiful cherub, let's close that scene down. Let's close that scene down. I'd like to speak to the higher self since we are connected in that high frequency energy of that cherub. I'd like to speak to the higher self. May I speak to the higher self, please?
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for joining us again today. She experiences headaches when she's in this session. What could you tell us about this and how we can help her with this and help her heal from it?
The frequency that she's working at. Because she was a cherub, she's always been at a higher frequency, and this is just even higher than most.
Yes.
It causes the headaches.
Uh-huh. And
It'll, the more she connects, the less her head will hurt, the less the headaches. It's the expansion of the third eye.
beautiful. Thank you for that. Is there anything to help her to lessen those headaches and any practices that she can use, connection and continuing to connect? When she has these headaches, what can we do to help lessen them?
Set an intention before before she makes connections in any way. She just needs to set the intention of healing the headaches.
Yes. Okay.
They're
Beautiful.
not as they're not as strong as they used to be when she first started. They're
Mhm.
not. They're mild, more mild. So it is getting better already.
Yes. And we had removed that entity that was a silver lid over her third eye that was causing some of the headaches. So that will continue to lessen.
Yes, she'll have stronger connections too. Sometimes she feels like there isn't a connection, like she can't feel the connection, but
Mhm.
they'll be even stronger now.
Yes. And is there any tools or anything that she can use going into sessions, like crystals or any kind of tools that she could use to help her to attend to lessen the and adjust to the
Mhm.
frequencies?
A clear cord, and then her soul stone is the rose quartz. It's it's a people think it's romantic love, but
Yeah.
that's not what the rose quartz is. It's self-love.
Yes.
And that's her one of the things she's working on getting better at, and that's
Hmm.
having that around her will help her.
Yes. And and does it matter how she uses that rose quartz? What
She
is?
she wears one on her neck. Usually it's not there today.
Hmm.
And she has them in her car
Uh-huh.
with a I can't remember what that one's called. It's a green and pink hued. Um it's like a jade with pink sparkles in it. I can't think of what it's called. And
Hmm.
then she has huge pink huge quartz on each side of the bed.
Yes.
They help her sleep.
Hmm.
They're everywhere. She has several.
Beautiful. And was there another stone that you mentioned first, or were you just talking about the rose quartz?
The clear quartz it should intensify all other power of other stones.
Mhm.
So keep a clear quartz around whatever she is drawn to.
Beautiful. And when she's going into session, is there any particular way that she should place the rose quartz and the clear quartz crystals?
No, she just needs to have them
Yes.
in
Okay.
the area. She has a big, I want to say it's amethyst, rough cut amethyst.
Hmm.
She's drawn to a lot too.
Yes. And is there anything else that you'd like to share with her about these headaches and how we can lessen them when she connects?
It's the intentions, and it'll get better as she works more with it.
Yes. Can you give us an example how she would set that intention to work with that?
Ask has to become one or balanced with the frequencies that she's working in
Hmm.
during that time. And that should help with the headaches. That should help balance them and bring her up to a higher level.
Yes.
But it's not a frequency she can stay at, that anyone can stay at for very long until they um, bend into it, maybe is what I want to say. As ascension occurs, as changes occur in the frequencies on the earth, everyone gradually becomes become, I don't want to say attuned. Um, hmm, what's the word? More, that's not the right word either, but acclimated, maybe acclimated to the frequencies
Hmm.
as they work with and change
Yes.
the frequencies. They become more acclimated. It's a slow process. It's too much energy, too fast.
Hmm.
Humans vessels can't. It's too strong for them.
Hmm.
It has to be a gradual process.
Yes. Yes. And is there any frequency or tones that she could use to help her to practice, help her to handle these high frequencies?
Not sure. I'm not sure
Hmm.
that it makes a difference for her.
Okay.
She's so she's at a higher frequency level anyway. I don't
Yeah.
know that there would be anything other than acclimation.
Hmm. Beautiful. So just keep connecting and practicing that connection.
That would be
Well,
the best for her.
yes. Okay. Thank you very much. How is her headache now? Are we good to proceed?
Seems to have gone.
Beautiful. Thank you for all your help and assistance in that. Is it appropriate to ask her questions now at this time?
I think so.
Beautiful. Thank you. Is I want to make sure that what was the reason that she needed to see this parallel life as a cherub working to help souls?
With a higher frequency, we thought she'd be able to remember, be easier to work work beyond the veil,
Hmm.
so to speak.
Yes.
Um, as the veil then she's getting better and she's remembering more, but she has a lot that she needs to remember, where she came from, why she's there, purpose.
Yeah.
And showing her where she came from will help her in that connection. Will
It's
remind her.
amazing. Is there anything else that you need to share with her or show her since we had to divert a little bit for the headache?
Relax
Yes.
and just be. Share her compassion. She has so much compassion. She needs to share that. Keep sharing it. And she's a healer, so she needs to continue to heal
Mhm.
others
Yes.
in whatever modality is comfortable for her.
Yes. And speaking of that, since that is one of her questions, so she should continue to pursue the quantum healing hypnosis and the soul center healing hypnosis.
That's part of her healing path.
Hmm.
Not her healing, but healing of others. Her
Yes.
some I don't want to say societal either. Um, that's part of the reason she's there is to heal. So this will allow her to heal souls now
Hmm.
versus healing um physically.
Yes. And
Although although the mm, hypnosis is a physical healing as well, especially with the entity release. It's a combination, it's a stronger, it's a combination of healing.
thank you for that. How else can she help with the healing and ascension of others?
Can't You have to share your knowledge.
Hmm.
Everyone has to share what they know. If you don't, mm, selfish. I don't want to say selfish, but essentially that's what it is. If you're selfish with your knowledge, you don't share that knowledge, then you'll lose it.
Hmm.
Um, I want to say part of, I want to say it's part of the veil.
Yes.
You remembering it and you're not sharing it with others to lift that or help them through that veil of forgetfulness,
Hmm.
then your opportunities will be taken away from you.
Yes. So it's like holding a present or a gift and not being able to share it with people who need that. It's selfish.
Exactly. Yes. And I want to say medical people use it or lose it.
Hmm. Yes.
That's that's what this comes down to.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for that analogy. Um, should she continue with her current career?
He has a healing touch. So in the sense that anyone that she comes in contact with on as well as sharing her compassion, she can heal them.
Hmm.
She has that ability. She's
Yeah.
done it before.
Hmm.
So in that sense, yes, but I think I get the sense that she's probably not entirely satisfied with that anymore. She's looking for more.
Hmm.
She knows there's more, and she's remembering there's more
Yes.
because she's trying harder to make that connection.
Hmm.
There they go.
Will you make sure to assist and help present her the right path or sign she needs to take to maybe pursue another venture?
She will. She gets sidetracked a lot.
Hmm.
Life pressures sidetrack her.
Yes.
Need personal focus
Yes.
and not so much focus on everyone around her. Mm.
Focus more on
Give
herself. And so,
self-love, rose quartz.
yes, beautiful. Is the quantum healing hypnosis maybe the path that she is leaning towards taking or that she should take as that career path?
Very good at it. She knows she has a direct and stronger connection,
Yes.
which makes it more powerful.
Hmm.
Not that she's better or superior to anyone else, but just the strength of the connection.
Hmm. Yes.
If that makes sense.
Uh-huh. Makes good sense. And her medical training and background would help her to use that to help heal, assist others to help them to start remembering.
Yes, because she can make that connection between the physical and the spiritual. She opens that connection for them, and they too start seeking more and more and more
Yes.
to heal themselves as well.
Hmm.
It's pain reaction. Is that the right word? Is that the what I want to say? Domino effect.
Yes. Beautiful.
That's
Thank
what
you.
it does. Everyone who does this has a domino effect,
Hmm.
and it strengthens and increases the vibration.
Yes. So she had a question here about what she's supposed to be doing at this time. I think, has she gotten her answer on that?
Pretty much, but with her, there is no right or wrong direction.
Hmm.
Any path she chooses, she chooses in love and spreads that love and compassion.
Hmm.
So there is no wrong path. There's no darkness in her.
Yes.
It's always light. So it doesn't matter if she's selling roadside tomatoes or doing this or is queen of a country. It's all in her approach,
Hmm.
her connection with people.
Yes. So all she has to do is just share her light, spread those seeds of love out to the ones that are around her.
All she needs to do. Stop making it so hard.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
Being that
Stop
that's,
overthinking.
yeah.
Overthinking. Always
Yeah.
overthinking.
Yes. And sometimes it's difficult for us in this dense reality.
Yeah, that is true.
Mhm. And she's a relatively young soul to the earth realm. Is this correct?
Yeah, but make her lack of being able to pull in past experiences makes her somewhat naive to
Hmm.
the darkness.
Yes.
They always believe
Yeah.
that she can always pull up and see that smallest of light. She doesn't see the bad in people unless they use it against her.
And what do you mean when you say that she could pull up and see that small light?
She never, although can sense and see the darkness in someone,
Hmm.
that's not what she focuses on. She focuses on whatever little bit of positive light they have, and she works on building that
Yes.
to overtake the darkness.
Hmm. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with her about her path, her journey, or her mission, or her career, what she's doing?
Find your passion and stick with it.
Hmm.
You'll be successful whatever you choose.
And just like her career, when that passion decreases for that, she's free to choose her next passion.
She already has.
Yes. Beautiful.
That's what the spiritual healing she's already chosen.
Hmm. It's beautiful. I just want to make sure that she understood that.
She understands. She just loses focus, forgets.
Hmm.
Um, Life, responsibility,
Hmm.
make her forget.
Yes.
Or I don't want to say forget. Backseat it.
Yeah. You'll continue to assist and help her to remember.
Absolutely. But time like trying to get a elephant through a pinhole with her sometimes.
Yes. Is Who are her spirit guides and how can she connect with them better?
June is her primary one.
Say that again for me.
June, that's her primary guide.
Mm.
She has a Dylan is her guardian, protector, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You can call on us anytime, although Dylan is always with her. It's always with her.
Is
That's
there
who
any,
she saw. That's who she saw in her last session. The shadow behind her. That was Dylan.
beautiful? Thank him for make that appearance. Is is there anything that they would like to share with her?
We're always here.
Mhm.
We're always here.
And and how is it that she can connect with you better? What does she need to do?
Realize that their connection is always there, that it's not some flamboyant vision or feeling or sensation. It's just talk. We're always here. There's always a connection.
Hmm.
It's not some spectacular event.
Yes.
I think that is a mistake everyone makes. They're
Hmm.
expecting it to be more than it actually is.
Kind of conditioned to think that way. Which brings me to my next one. Is there any blocks or human conditioning that she needs to work on removing?
Well, the one we just talked about,
Okay.
it's not, like I said, it's not flamboyant. It's subtle. It's love. It's when you feel the love that your connection is there. That's all it is.
Very well put. Thank you. She's had issues with weight. What is causing that? What can you share with us?
Anxiety and stress, she has been conditioned to turn to food for comforting versus turning inward to spirituality.
Mhm.
That's human conditioning.
Yes.
Society doesn't. Society doesn't typically train you to turn inward spirituality to make connections. It wants immediate, simple satisfaction.
Mhm.
Connection can take time,
Yes.
or actually, well, you're made to think it takes time.
How can we help her to release that today?
We can try and remind her that it's a immediate, simple satisfaction
Mhm.
that is not long term versus a feeling of love from a connection that you can't get from any other source,
Mhm.
any other addiction. It's alcohol. Um, that's how people immediate simple satisfaction.
Mhm.
Anxiety and stress relief for some is alcohol, others is drugs,
Mhm.
smoking, um, some even as much as uh, extreme extreme workouts.
Mhm.
Just turn back to your faith. Got to be careful with faith because of the human conditioning. Spirituality, intuitive. Turn back to what's intuitive to you.
Yes. And
Everybody has that. Just listen to it.
this the stress that causes her to reach out for that immediate satisfaction with the food. What is it that she should do instead? What practices could she implement to give her
Her
that
rose,
self-love?
her rose quartz. She needs to when she has the rose quartz in her hand. It's a reminder that it's not immediate, simple satisfaction that provides no love. It's seeking that love through source. For her, that's what it takes.
Yes.
It reminds her.
Yeah.
She's getting better at it, but still needs some work.
She's doing a good job.
She is.
So when she feels that craving to reach out for that satisfaction, just focus on the rose quartz and to
Mhm.
help remind her.
Yes, and then keep a journal with her and just write down what's bothering her at the time,
Beautiful.
and it'll make it go away.
Yes. And that'll give her that emotional release that she needs.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. She's had a history of kidney stones. Where's that coming from? What's causing that?
Let's say past trauma. Because she's full of compassion. People that she's closest to, uh, I don't want to say betrayed,
Yes.
tested her limits, tested her compassion.
Uh-huh.
Tries and tries and tries. She forget self-love above what she's trying to give others. That's what's happened.
And
It's manifested physically.
and what should she do to lessen these and eliminate
Journaling
them?
helps her. Journaling helps her a lot. If she does really well for a while and then she gets busy
Hmm.
and then forgets. So she needs to, instead of keeping the journals in her office for privacy, she needs to carry one with her.
Yes.
Always, always carry one with her. Because stressors are not planned only when you're in your office or timed only when you're in your office to journal.
Yeah.
They happen all the time throughout the day, so you need to have one with you.
Hmm. And is there anything, any practice that she could use when she is busy and feels like she don't have time to journal? Is there something that she could use for that immediate release of those stressors?
You don't have to physically write when you journal.
Hmm.
You can mentally journal.
Yeah.
You can somehow, I don't understand how it works. Um, you can record.
Hmm.
You you don't have tape recorders anymore. Everybody has access to a device that records, so you can voice memo, voice record.
Yes.
It's writing is the most powerful,
Yes.
but
It is.
just releasing it in any way
Hmm.
will make a difference.
Right. Beautiful. So writing for sure is the most powerful, and then we can, if she doesn't have access to that, she could just record to text.
Needs to get it off her mind.
Yes.
Let's
Beautiful.
see. Um, Writing is more powerful for her,
Mhm.
especially because she gets the answers through her writing,
Yes.
whereas other methods doesn't always listen the answers that were given her.
Hmm. Thank you so much for that. And she has a history of hypertension and hypothyroidism. Can you tell us what these are from and what we can do to help heal these, bring them back into balance?
They both go back to not releasing her stress.
Mm. Okay. So, and then applies the journaling and releasing that stress that will help her.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. Thank you for that so much. Is there anything else you need to share with her about the health, what she can do to heal and balance?
The more she releases instead of holding in, the less health issues she'll have.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Is there any cords that need to remain attached that we can strengthen today? Any connections we need to strengthen?
Maybe just the third eye.
Mhm.
That
What would,
one she had blocked for a long time.
yes, what would you like to use to strengthen that connection?
Like the color blue, something blue.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the color blue. Let's focus that color frequency in there into the third eye, strengthening that, balancing it, clearing away any fog or haze, allowing her spiritual wisdom and vision to come online even better. How does that look now?
much stronger, clearer.
Beautiful. Beautiful. How were her envisioning protections? How would that look like for her? What's her best way to do that?
Angel Michael is the strongest warrior.
Hmm.
And that's what it'll take. His strength is what it'll take in the situation.
Yes.
His feelings, his locked up feelings are that strong, and she soaks all that up.
Yes.
That's not good for her. Not good for her.
Yes.
And then
Go ahead.
call in Raphael to help healing, and Kuan Yin for her feminine energy, love, and compassion for self. We're all being faced with our trapped skeleton in the closet. So you'll have to deal with them in one way or another.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All she can do is patience and love.
Thank you. She's had a reoccurring dream. What was the meaning of this dream where she was climbing up a road incline and then comes crashing down on the other side with multiple different vehicles?
Mhm. I want to say it symbolizes her spiritual journey at the time
Hmm.
and her climb and the ascension.
Yes,
And then when she falls off, it's when she's fallen away from the path.
I see. And this falling away usually wakes her up.
Wake her up, yes, and then it's usually, from what I can see, it occurs at
Hmm.
times of high stress where she doesn't have the time to focus on herself or won't take the time.
So is the meaning of this dream that when she sees that dream that she is diverting from the path that she's on? Is this correct?
Exactly.
Okay, beautiful. So when she sees this dream and that's what she knows, this because of stresses, because of something, she is diverting from the path.
Right.
Hmm.
It's a reminder that healing is in the path.
Yes. And when she experiences this dream, for that reminder, what should she do?
Journal the dream and then journal what's been happening around her the previous days or even weeks before the dream,
Hmm. Okay.
what she's going through at that time,
Yes.
and she'll be able to make the connection.
Yes. So by writing it down, she'll be able to see what she needs
Right.
to do.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And then we answer her as she journals.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for all your help and assistance. Is there
She
any?
always, she's
Go
always
ahead.
trying to make it, she always tries to make it harder than it is.
Mhm.
Not rocket science.
Yes. We all tend to do that.
The flow.
Uh-huh.
Not a flaw, a learning curve.
Yes. This program that we need to stop running and fix it.
Exactly.
Mhm. Thank you.
Everything is a learning experience.
Is there any final messages for her?
Continue to not have regret. Continue to see everything as an opportunity to learn and grow
Hmm.
and help others to see same that same philosophy, that same thought pattern. Because there is no true right or wrong path. Everybody's in a different grade level in this theatrical school that you're attending. But there's nothing to ever regret. Just grow.
Yes. Is there anything else, or are we complete?
I think we're complete.
I want to thank you so much for coming through today and conversing with us. I want to thank you for all the help, healing, and wisdom that you've provided for us today. And now I'm asking the higher self and this one's team of light to recede with much love and much thanks for all the information that they have given to us today. 9, 10, wide awake, stretching, rubbing, feeling wonderful all over. Yeah.
Face is wet.
From tears?
I think so. I
It's
felt
flowing.
so much I felt so much emotion in the one of the entity releases.
Yeah.
It was just it was overwhelming.
Uh-huh. It's always a good session when you're crying, releasing
I
that.
don't know about that.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is. It's a good session. I don't care what anybody
it's
tells you.
yeah, it's I don't remember that much about it.
Oh my goodness, this was incredible, Kelly. It was absolutely incredible. What do,
Good.
what do you think about sharing this on YouTube?
But can I listen to it first?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's
Because like I said, I don't remember.
That's
I
okay.
remember being emotional with the one release.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember anything else. I don't rem
So
I can't really remember anything else.
do you remember us speaking with the cherub, the other aspect of you?
I remember the face smiling.
Yeah.
This chubby little cheeked kid. It's what it looked like to me.
Oh my
That's what
God.
I remember.
It was
I
it
do
was
remember that.
it was so amazing because you could tell when you watch this video back, you were connected at such a high frequency, and this cherub was so high frequency that it's like, pretty much buzzing,
Yeah.
but it's in the between times, directing souls where they need to go to get healing and to, talk about their adventure that they just came from, wherever they came
Oh,
from.
okay. I do remember vaguely that. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do remember that now.
It's so amazing. I was trying to find out information and it's going, well, I don't really have access to that. I'm just a new soul. I don't.
Yeah. I'm standing behind the door. I just get told what I need to do, direct
Right.
people. Yeah.
And
That
so
sounds like me.
so as souls coming in, because I ask about triaging souls as they come in and what happens. And it goes, well, I just get told by their guides when they come in where they need to go. They just tell me. Kind of like I think you were trying to come up with like an aid that takes people wherever they need to go in the hospital.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
trying to relate it to something here. Okay, that makes
right,
sense.
right.
What are those people called? Transporters.
A transporter. That's it. I couldn't
Yeah,
think of it
yeah,
either when you were in it. So, like,
yeah.
I thought my first thought was like a candy striper, but that's kind of what it is. But
We're aging ourselves with that kind of comment.
right now, shh, I'm not aging.
Yeah,
I got 150 years here yet. I'm getting younger.
yeah. Me either. Everybody around me's getting older.
Yeah, absolutely. So
This is cool.
that was absolutely incredible because I even asked about the guides because I go, well, how many guides are usually with souls? It goes, well, it can be one, it can be many, could be hundreds that come in with the souls when they're done with their journey. So there's not one soul that comes in after during their journey that they're alone.
Oh, huh.
They're
Well,
all,
how could there be? It makes sense to me that I mean, people die at the rate of how many a minute?
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah,
That's
that's interesting.
pretty awesome. And so at first it took us a little while to get there, but that one that was in the third eye, um, lost from light soul and was placed there by him or he to keep you down, keep
Okay.
you blocked and stuff like that.
Okay.
Took us a little while to find it. And then we found the other one, the earthbound soul, the Tommy, 14-year-old Tommy that got run
Okay.
over by a baler and
Right.
just confused, attached to you, brought all his anger, brought his emotional issues, his anxiety. Um, but he attached to you when you were younger, when you were in a state of fear, and he was actually trying to help. He's trying to help protect you. He put up walls to keep you protected. Um,
Okay. That's
so
interesting.
you weren't able to release your emotions well
That makes
because
sense.
he was
Yeah,
trying to protect you. He didn't want you to release those emotions. He was trying to protect you. So
makes
it'll
sense.
be it'll be a lot easier to release those emotions now that we found that him
Yeah.
and removed him.
I think the headache, I barely have a headache, and usually it is excruciating at this point,
Yeah.
and I don't have that. So
So
that's
and that's good. And when we were finishing up with seeing that scene in the in between time and you had said about your headache, I kind of I was going to go into another scene to get you more information, but I saw you kind of um, stretch your neck out a little bit, and I'm like, ooh, maybe we better take care of the headache. Let's find out what's causing this. So that
I can remember it getting intense and then fading.
yeah. So I went right to talking to the higher self so we could get some answers on that headache.
Okay.
So the and it's expansion, and your rose quartz and your clear quartz is your best tool to help you to for that. It reminds you of self-love. I'm trying to think what else you said. I mean, we'll have to listen to it back, but it reminds you of self-love. The rose quartz does, and
Okay.
um, so and it doesn't matter how you use it. Just have it around you when you're doing these sessions, so it can help you to regulate and maintain. The reason the headache was there was because it was a high frequency. That cherub
Okay.
was a high frequency, which is a different aspect of you working close to source. Um,
Okay.
so it's high frequency, and you're able to connect to high frequency, and it's kind of hard to handle with this body connecting to the high frequency. So that's what it is.
Makes
And
sense.
and so the higher self gave you some tips on how to. Intention was the other thing to help you to regulate and maintain that frequency, and practice. The more you connect, the easier it'll be. So it's
Okay.
just
Okay.
just like exercising that muscle.
Yeah. Makes
Um,
perfect sense.
so the big thing that kind of applies to every issue that you might be happening is a lot of it, everything, the hypothyroidism, the high blood pressure, the kidney stones, is because of stressors and taking on people's energy, and then was not able, you're not able to release those emotions properly. And the way that you do that is journaling. That's the best way for
Yeah.
you to writing is more powerful, they said. But if you don't have anything to write on, or just doing a voice recorder into text would be fine, just to release and
Okay.
get those emotions down on paper.
Like
Um,
dictating.
yeah, exactly. You're used to that, so that'd be perfect. That's what you need to do. Um, the weight was another cause of that because of the stressors and stuff. You were looking for that um, quick joy, that quick. I forget what the word they used. So what you need to do instead of reaching for that quick, unfulfilling food, that comfort food, basically, that's not doing anything for you, is focus on that rose quartz and journaling again
Yeah.
to release those emotions. And the rose quartz is to remind you that you need to give yourself self-love. You need to,
Makes sense. Yeah. I've always had rose quartz from as long as I can remember before I ever knew what crystals were.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
always drawn to the rose quartz. So I have a lot of it here.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful stone. I wear rose quartz on my right hand, so I'm sending out,
Ah, yeah.
on the good energy to
Yeah, I
people.
have one. I have a necklace that I wear. I can't get it on and off right now because of the clasp.
Oh,
Um, something wrong with the clasp. So, but I have one in my car, and when I'm stressed, I pick it up and I fiddle with it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So it didn't matter how you use it, just have one close to you. You could wear it,
Yeah.
you could hold it, you could keep it in your pocket, whichever you wanted to do. My
Right.
my wife my wife is and there was something with clear quartz too. Clear quartz helps to focus energy. So clear quartz as well. And
Okay.
actually my wife, she's still a nurse, she actually carries the a pocket crystal with her in her scrubs. And
Mm,
so she puts her clear quartz pocket crystal in her scrubs, and that's
that's
helps her to
cool.
maintain.
You, I usually start out with a pocket full of them, and then I come home with nothing because I pass them out to people. So,
Well, there you go. You
yeah,
just keep giving more. Share
yeah.
those seeds of love. Here you go.
Double order next time.
You need yeah. Do a bulk order.
Yeah, exactly. This is cool. I love this stuff. It's addicting.
Yeah,
I
that's
like working at that level, that energy level, but it's draining at the same time.
Yeah, it is. And I always, when after I'm done with the session, I always feel like I got this full body good workout. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, ooh, yeah, I feel that in my muscles. I got a good workout this time.
Exactly.
A lot of
It's
release and
cool.
got a good workout. Um, your protections was a call in to help you with relationship with anything basically. Protections was calling Archangel Michael's assistance. Also, Raphael for he has helped send healing to your husband,
Okay.
and then also Kuan Yin for yourself to help heal yourself.
Good. Um, Michael and Raphael and Kuan Yin, I have a hotline. They're probably like, oh, her again.
No, they don't mind it at all.
Exactly. Which is a good thing because I honestly I do call on them a lot.
Yeah.
And I tell other people, my patients, when they're battling with doctors over treatment plans and stuff, I'm like, Michael is the one you need.
Hmm.
Call him in to guide you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I use them a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. This is amazing. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah.
And then when I hear it, when I listen to, I'll text you back, or not text you, but
Yeah. Message
email
me
you
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is cool. I can't wait to hear it, but especially with the cherub thing.
Oh my goodness, it was really cool because you could tell that you were just it was just this high frequency being that loved what he did, but this is all I do. This is all I see. I arrange the stars.
Oh yeah, that's me, my OCD. Up your
I'll
two
make sure.
centimeters off.
Yep, I make sure the stars are put right where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
But
funny.
but they don't. I don't know what happens when they go into the room and make a decision to come back. I'm not
Oh,
allowed to. I'm not allowed to be there. They're in there with their guides.
that's cool. That is
So
so cool. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. But
but
I
that's good.
appreciate this so much. It's so cool.
Absolutely. Well, I'll get you that video tonight.
Okay.
And then it's your make sure you listen to it as soon as you can because
Oh yeah,
like we tell all our clients, it helps further integrate that healing and
exactly.
there might have been stuff going on in your mind that you just can't get out into words and it'll bring it back, the memory of it. So,
Okay.
you
Okay,
know,
that sounds
th
good.
this video is like their dream journal to help them
That's
to
true.
remember. Mhm.
That's true.
Looks so bright and shiny now.
Hopefully it continues.
No, 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 not hopefully.
Yes, it's going to.
It's
It's
going to
going to.
continue.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Love you. Talk to you soon.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye bye.